When lions become adults, things change.
Hey guys.
Fights amongst lions in a lion pride is an absolutely natural thing. Usually it's all about food or dominance, and the experience shows that such fights last for no longer than 20 to 30 seconds before they split again. But at this evening, a fight between the three males went on for way too long. As soon as I arrived, I saw Dexter walking nervously up and down the fence. Leo was on the other side of the camp, but Snow was nowhere to find. Instinctively, we decided to split Leo from the other two boys in order to avoid further fights. He was one more time in his obsessive mood over Nyla. When Leo is in his mood, nobody is allowed to get close to Nyla. Otherwise, it ends in a fight. After the separation of Leo, we then started looking out for Snow and found him with his back legs covered in blood. Since it got darker and darker and Snow was still able to walk, we decided to do a proper checkup on the next day.
So the first thing I did this morning, obviously, was putting on my clothes and straight away go to the lions to check up on them. Dexter and Snow, they were completely affectionated. They were looking for love. They were team building, and I could literally feel the desire to bond. And then obviously I went in to check up on the injuries because I still wasn't sure how bad it was, and it looked like they're not too bad. It was bleeding a lot yesterday evening or throughout the night, but they're in good condition. They're both walking, they both have energy. Even Snow, his back legs are not full of blood anymore, and we sprayed the wounds with some, fly wound spray, and it will sort them out for now. But clearly we have to separate them from Leo and Nyla, which we're doing right now. We're getting this camp ready here, then we're gonna put Snow and Dexter into this camp before we release Nyla and Leo back into the big space camp. I'll show you until where.
Wow, this was a tough one. Honestly, I think people don't even realize how much work goes into the preparation of such a camp. I had to call out the entire Hakuna Mipaka team to help me in order to be able to finish it on the same day. We had to cut the grass, do maintenance on all the different gates, make sure the electricity works well, clean and sanitize the pool, and fill it up with fresh water again.
Alright guys, finally we're done. The camp is perfectly set up and prepared. After 6 hours of hard work, we finally made it and we are ready to move Dexter and Snow into that camp. And after that, we can release Nyla and Leo out of the management camp into the big space camp again.
Dexter was so happy to see me that he joyfully walked with me straight into the prepared camp. But Snow, for some reason, didn't show up at all. He was hiding somewhere in the dense bush between the trees and would not want to get up even after I've called him a couple of times. I decided to lure Snow out of the bush with the car we usually use to feed the lions with. In order to be able to fully focus on Snow, we had to put Chiara and Khaleesi into the corridor. I was constantly analyzing his body language while approaching him. It is always super tricky to approach a hurt animal who's in pain, cause they feel threatened very quickly and can suddenly react aggressive. With a 200 kg male lion, this could end in a disaster. His body language showed me that he actually appreciates my presence. He showed a lot of affection, then he wanted to get up, but he couldn't. That worried me a lot. We were literally speaking to one another. No matter how bad the leg was, I just wanted to get him down into the camp with Dexter so that he's safe there and I can let Leo and Nyla out of the management camp again. We decided to try to lure him with food. Ellie, Noah and I went back to the main house, cut some fresh meat and discussed the entire execution of our plan. Arriving back, I couldn't believe my eyes. Snow was sitting on top of the overnight quarter and has done half the way by himself already. He was following the meat pieces step by step, and seeing him walking made me so incredibly happy. What a success! I really wasn't counting with that.
Bitte? Komm hier! Komm, warte! Hier! Einfach bleiben. Braucht mehr Fleisch jetzt dann?
Only a few more steps and we've made it.
Bitte? Good boy. Bitte. Braucht mehr Fleisch?
But then, all of a sudden, he turned around and walked back straight into the bush.
Yeah, Snow. Yeah. Snowy.
I felt so miserable. I mean, we almost made it. Noah and I walked around the camps, discussed potential next moves, and decided to keep Leo and Nyla one last night in the management camp.
Good morning, everyone. As you guys could see, the separation yesterday went totally wrong. We didn't manage to put Snow together with Dexter and release Leo and Nyla, and that's why we have to try today again. Now, I did pre-inform yesterday evening the vet that if today I go there and Snow again refuses to get up and walk with me into the camp, or the limp is even gotten worse, that we have to dart him and give him medical care. I really pray that this is not going to be the case. We're going to go there right now and hopefully he'll just get up, the limp is going to be a bit better, and he'll follow me into the camp with Dexter.
So the next morning we did the exact same thing again. We first put Chiara and Khaleesi into the corridor again, cause handling with meat around 3 untrained lions is not a great idea, at least according to my experience.
Give me the Marlene. Give me the Marlene.
To be honest, that was fairly easy, cause they both greeted us lovely and then followed us straight into the corridor section where they were super excited to greet Dexter through the fence, and so the first step was done successfully. Then we walked over to Snow, who was again sitting on top of the overnight quarter. We approached him step by step, threw a couple of meat pieces, and checked his today condition.
Good boy. All right. So he's walking. That's already good. That's the first time we saw him today walking. Come here, little boy. No, don't get down. Come. He does have a slight limp, but honestly, I'm not worried about that one now. Like, he's a lion. Let's see how he walks. Look here. Yeah. Look there. Yes, uncomfortable definitely, but not life-threatening or anything like that. Oder wenn ich ein bisschen langsamer soll sein. Und ich weiß nicht, ob du das gerade von Anhieb siehst. Aber schau, er kommt. Ja, good boy. Good boy, komm mal hinterher. Fahr hinterher. Hier, komm hier. Komm. We're gonna try to lure him with the meat pieces step by step closer to the gate, and hopefully he'll follow us. Otherwise, we'll have to get the vet out to dart him. Good boy. Come. Come. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Weiterfahren. Stop.
Snow was nervously watching over to the management camp, where Leo was eagerly waiting to be let out again. As soon as we arrived at the gate, I had to get down in order to open the first gate, let the ladies out, and put Snow in. Now you might think we are finally done, but we're not. The big question now is, how does Dexter react to Snow approaching the second gate? Thanks God they instantly showed affection and happiness to see one another. I didn't want to wait a second, opened the gate and united them again. The amount of failures, challenges, unknown and unexpected situations and tension in those 3 days was literally insane.
I'm mind blown, literally mind blown. I'm shortly before having tears in my eyes. We managed to do it without the vet, without putting him through the stress of being shot and tranquilized and all these things. We can now open up the gates and let Leo and Nyla in the big space camp as well. So they four can be here for the next couple of days, and Dexter and Snow can be in the separated camp.
Over the next couple of weeks, Snow's injury did fully recover. Dexter has reclaimed his position as the king, or now dominant male amongst them too. The brotherly love between them is now stronger than ever before. After Leo was released out of the management camp, he immediately calmed down. He finally claimed his well-earned position as the sole king of the pride, now in charge of all the ladies.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see what's next, then make sure to subscribe my YouTube channel right now. And if you want to see more content, you're so welcome to follow my other socials as well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys later.